after you do that, your energy is drained. All the best nutrients within you are drained. So you're just going to be feeling tired. And when you're tired, you don't feel like getting up and conquering your goals. You look in the mirror every day and you see the progress, not only in your business or your schoolwork or whatever it is. You look in the mirror and you see the progress. That's where the real motivation comes in. People's advice: don't be ignorant and don't be arrogant, but at the same time you have to be a little bit selfish. But when I say selfish, I mean you need to understand yourself. So just because this person says this is a good idea doesn't mean it's always something you have to take on. Sometimes you can decline advice. What's going on, guys? Back with another video, and today we're going to be speaking about how to stay motivated during chasing your dreams. Now, I got this question asked on my last video by a subscriber, so shout out to you. Go look at the last video if you want to know who it was. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you comment down below, like the video and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Now, the first and foremost thing you need to understand is that you have to do it for you. You have to get up and really make moves by yourself, because no one's gonna do it for you. You have to do it yourself, because the opportunities only work if you're prepared for it. You can't sit around thinking, but I can't do this because I can't start this channel yet because I don't have the right equipment, or I can't start this business yet because I don't have this yet. You have to work with what you got and just get started. And when you get started, gradually you build up, and that's what keeps you motivated. But motivation is good, but like I say, it's about the discipline that really takes you far, because motivation dies out in like 3 days, 4 days. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you can build discipline and you can build a real routine, that's how you stay motivated. Also, keep yourself an itinerary. If you have a daily itinerary, a daily checklist that you have to step to, a routine that you have to abide by, that's something that's going to give you structure and something that's going to give you more clarity when you hit dead ends. If you're thinking, okay, cool, what more I've done this now, what next step can I do? You're going to be able to look back to the itinerary and be like, okay, cool, this is the plan. This is going to take me from here to here. So yeah, plan out your steps. So plan out your daily steps to the T, you feel me? Because that's gonna really help you understand where you're going when you get lost. Also, focus on yourself. Don't be spending your time out here looking at your friends' plates, looking at what they got going on and trying to copy them, because that's not gonna work for you. What works for them may not work for you. So what you have to understand is that if you're focusing on yourself and you make sure yourself is good, that's all that matters. If you're playing a game, let's say you're playing Call of Duty with your friends, you don't care how many kills your friends got, how many deaths your friends got. You're worried about what you got. So that's how you play real life. You have to worry about how much money you got, not what your friends have, how much your brothers got, or how much your cousins got. You have to worry about what you got, because you could be looking left to right at other people's plates and you're not even eating, and you ain't even got nothing on your plate. So man, that's my advice to you. Just worry on your own plate. That's going to keep you motivated right there. If you're keeping track and you can look back in May and say, okay, back in May, I only had this. Now it's July, I've got this. You get what I mean? That's going to keep you motivated. That's going to say, okay, cool, I need to go harder. Or furthermore, look at the progress. This is clearly working. Let me keep going. I always screenshot my channel subscribers. And when I look at back when I had 200 subscribers, when I had 210 or whatever, I always think to myself, that's really low or whatever. So whenever I look at whenever I look at my sub count now, I just look here as it's really low and I need to get it up, if that makes sense. Or I always look like there's always room for improvement. So right now I'm on 353. So I look at that like that's quite small. So that's what keeps the fire in me to keep posting. But yeah, with time comes consistency. You build a routine, you find your way. You get what I mean? It's not going to be perfect from day one. You feel me? Rome wasn't built in a day. You're going to need time to build up and find your niche, find your passion, find what works for you, because people may give you recommendations, but those are their recommendations. You have to find what really works for you. So don't feel bad just because you disregard people's advice. Don't be ignorant and don't be arrogant, but at the same time, you have to be a little bit selfish. But when I say selfish, I mean you need to understand yourself. So just because this person says this is a good idea doesn't mean it's always something you have to take on. Sometimes you can decline advice. Sometimes you can decline good advice if you know that that advice isn't a great recommendation for yourself, or you know that there's a different way that works better for you. That's what I mean by being selfish. You have to be able to sometimes decline help or other people's opinions, or even disregard them, because a lot of people will come to me and say, oh, you should do this, that with your channel, you should do that, you should do this. And maybe it is a good idea in the long term, but as of right now, this is how I want to do my channel. Like, I want to stand here, I want to talk to you authentically. I don't really want to be spending money on this, buying a camera. I don't really want to do that right now. Right now, I'm having fun doing it the way I am. So I, being the owner of my channel, I'm allowed to disregard that advice and do what I want to do. And I know you guys personally prefer when I'm here just speaking to you authentically, not when there's a whole setup or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, have pride in your craft, keep it professional, stuff like that. But same time, the way I like to do my thing is the way I like to do my thing. Another way to stay motivated is retain your semen. Don't be here every day on Baddies Hub, X videos, all of that every day. That's gonna really demotivate you, because after you do that, your energy is drained. All the best nutrients within you are drained. So you're just gonna be feeling tired. And when you're tired, you don't feel like getting up and conquering your goals. So that's why I say completely wipe that out your daily routine, wipe that out your life. It's gonna be hard, but practice makes perfect. So start today, you get what I mean? And notice how you have more drive, you have more energy, and you feel more up for the challenge. You feel what I'm trying to say? Because sometimes there's a lot of things that we really want to do, but we don't because we can't be bothered, or we're too tired, or this, that, third, fourth, or whatever excuse we come up with. But naturally, I feel like if we have the extra energy to conquer our goals and conquer the tasks we need to do, that's not only gonna take us to our goals, but it's gonna also heighten our sense of esteem, our sense of self-esteem and our self-confidence. So that's why I say make sure you get all the energy you can, make sure you're eating the right nutrients you should be eating, make sure you're fasting, make sure you're praying, make sure you're staying on top of yourself. That's how you stay motivated, because you look in the mirror every day and you see the progress, not only in your business or your schoolwork or whatever it is. You look in the mirror and you see the progress. That's where the real motivation comes in. So I hope that answered your question. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. We're on the road to 1K, and I'll see you guys in the next video.